Hey Cardinals, I'm Alicia.
And I'm Josh. We're here for Cardinal News Network, episode 14.
We've only got one more episode after this week, so we're trying to bring you as much news as possible.
And yes, that might include a long Geo segment, but Miss Elliott made him run a mile during the track meet, so that's his reward. We're sorry in advance, okay? We can't do anything about it.
Just a reminder that all grade level honors nights will be next week. 6th grade will be on June 7th, 7th grade will be on June 9th, and 8th grade will be on June 10th. All drive-bys will be in the driveway in front of Strong from 4 to 6 p.m.
The last official day of school is on Monday, June 14th. Check with your advisory teachers for a whole schedule breakdown, basically. June 15th and 16th will be computer and textbook returns.
All right, Cardinals, we've got a lot in store for you this episode.
Let's get to it.
Man, this weather is so hot. It's burning like heck. Man, I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna go for a picnic. What? It was just sunny. How is it raining? Man. Depressing weather. What? How is it snowing? Where? Why? It's snowing. It was just raining. I got my winter boots on. It's so cold. There's a tornado! Oh my goodness, I need to get in the house.
Hey Cardinals, for this week's sports segment, we will be heading into the NFL, of course, revolving around the Jacksonville Jaguars. And why the Jaguars, you might ask? No, not Trevor Lawrence, first overall pick. Today I'll be talking about the greatest and most beloved human being to ever play the game of football. Of course, as you knew... Wait, actually, let me get a drummer real quick. Oh, it's not working. That's awkward, but Tim Tebow, of course, you heard it, the myth. The legend, he is coming back out of retirement after nearly 10 years of not playing in the league. Of course, if you already don't know the situation, he moved on from the Jets to go play the game of baseball. And of course, unfortunately, he absolutely sucked for the Mets, which might be an understatement, but sorry, Tim, but he got rightfully cut right after. Before getting into this current situation, let's talk a bit about his past and why he actually got signed into a roster for some reason. And first of all, Tim Tebow was, of course, one of the greatest ever college players to ever play the game. Of course, at Florida, he was a Gator, or he won the Heisman rightfully, for sure. He's a lefty. Everyone loved him at the time. They really did. But heading into the important fact, his head coach, Urban Meyer, who is now the current head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. You know, that connection you see right there. But if you thought Tebow was signed, for his incredible, performance in, camp, his playing stuff. No, bro, you're not even close. The guy was literally signed, just as a tight end to, be a coach's friend. It's a complicated situation since the guy has been a quarterback his whole entire career. It is probably the only excuse Urban can make, to bring this guy into the team, of course. But anyways, of course, we know the whole Tebow Mania era in Denver. He has an incredible relationship with Urban Meyer, as already said. But you're probably wondering why this is so controversial. Well, the guy literally took a job, let's say, from another tight end, working his butt off to make it to the league. Well, this guy has his fair share to make it to the league, for just being a friend of the coach. It's football. What can I say? But what do I have to say to this mysterious player finding a job? Deal with it, my guy. Football's mostly surrounded by money. Lord. It's mostly surrounded by money. I guess that's how life is. That's how this business goes. He's basically the most popular showman in sports that is back in the league. So that Moolah is gonna be around wherever he goes. So Jacksonville Jaguars owner Shahid Khan, I think, well done, my guy. Well done. That's how you do it. Of course, that's how you earn money. Of course, and to prove to this point, according to Fanatics.com, this guy is the current leader in jersey sales. Yes, as a tight end, surpassing number 1 overall pick Trevor Lawrence. I mean, you really got to feel for the guy. He had all the attention in the world one day in the draft, and now everybody has literally forgotten he's on the roster. But also, he could have even been brought up to mentor Trevor in some way. I just really don't get it because he's not the greatest. Let's just say it. But it's just incredibly weird since you already have Minshew Mania on that team, a backup quarterback, the stash you already know. But anyways, that will conclude this week's sports segment. And do you think Tebow will contribute to the team at all? Heading into softball, of course, first of all, actually have to give it up for them for an absolutely incredible year. Actually, all of you watching this right now, give them a round of applause, as it was one heck of a season to remember. Despite COVID and all the problems it brought along, but oh boy, did that not stop them at all, as they were completely dominant throughout the season. Throughout the season span, let's say. And Miss Meyer wants to give massive shout out to the first year players, including Santina Kidd, Giselle Garicki, Tanya Palomino, Kamara Smiley, Nicole Trigueros, and Sierra Cummings, who all played a pretty solid role. I'm gonna say this year's of the team's success. God, I worded that horribly, but as well as second year players, more experienced players, including Anna Fredericks, Mary Cello, Riley James, Peyton Mathis, Breonna Jackson, and Isabella Witt, who had yet another season under their belts. And man, did this play out perfectly for the Lady Cards, as they were incredibly productive. And basically all players contributed to the season now in a way for the success and the outcome they've had. In a nutshell, let's say they absolutely balled out. Let's just say that, and expectations were of course exceeded. And Coach Meyer could not be more proud, that's for sure. And also, on May 21st, the boys team was surprised with a boys against girls matchup at Strong. Of course, the girls knew about this game all along, and determination was pure right there. All to try to beat the boys. And oh man, will this one go down in the history books, as the girls absolutely blew out the opposing boys' side. 56-2. Yes, you heard it. They tallied 56 runs. Multiple girls hitting for cycles, casual 450 feet homers. Nothing big, nothing newsworthy. But anyways, it was a pretty solid game. Overall, pretty entertaining. But after all, the boys did receive a massive award for the whooping they received as they prepared for the meal of a lifetime, really. That, of course, being the famous Mr. Hill grilled hot dogs, as well as some watermelon with tahini and chamoy topped off with Gatorade.
Hey Cardinals, it's Alicia here again with a sideline cheer update. Earlier this week, tryouts and clinics for cheer were held to learn some basics. 6th, 7th, 8th, and future 9th graders will automatically make the team. Contact Miss Elliott for any questions.
Hey Cardinals, the girls basketball program at the high school is looking for strong students interested in playing. There will be open gym with Coach Mike on June 13th from 12 to 2. Work on conditioning and drills. If you have any questions, contact Miss Elliott and she'll get you in touch with Coach Mike.
Hey 8th grade football players, this is an update for you. If you're interested in playing high school football, here's some news for the summer. The high school camp will be on June 23rd and 24th from 9 to 11:30. Bring your own water, cleats, and gym shoes to the high school football stadium. Starting June 28th, conditioning will be on Mondays and Wednesdays from 5:30 to 7, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to 11:30. If you have any questions, contact Coach Anderson or Coach Kress.
Hey Cardinals, it's Alicia back again. For this episode, the featured question is, out of all the decades there are, which would you rather live in? Personally, I would live in the 90s for the style, the music, and a big factor is obviously skating. Let's go see what all you guys think.
The decade I would rather live in is the 90s.
This is a fairly easy question. If you know me, I like sports, mainly baseball. And I'd rather live in the 1980s where the Tigers went to the World Series and won it all. That was a very good year, and I wish they can still do that now, but, they kind of suck.
I would choose nineteen 60s, 70 or 80s because I don't know, I just feel like a lot of good stuff came out in those times.
I would probably want to live in the 80s because I want to be with like all the Stranger Things kids because that would be a vibe.
The decade that I would live in is the day of the dinosaurs because I love dinosaurs.
This isn't really a decade, I don't think, but more of a specific year. I want to go back to 2012 because honestly, there was no big global problems, at least that I knew of. There was no lockdowns or anything. People online were so much nicer.
If I could choose a decade to live in, I'd live in the 90s.
I would say the era where of course all Detroit teams won championships. They all won the championship in their sport or whatever. But of course that will be in the 30s. I forgot the year. Somewhere in the 30s that really resembles how bad Detroit sports are. So yeah. Cardinals, of course, as you already know, we had an awesome Olympic PBIS Lord event last month, and we wanted to know what you guys liked the most out of all the activities. We surveyed a total of 250 students, and coming in as the winner, which was the Olympic-themed escape room with the water bottle flipping coming in a close second. It was a tough race there, but of course, the escape room took that lead. And then cup sacking got into third. And we should say another thank you again to our PBIS team for putting together this great event, which we all had a lot of fun in. And yeah.
Hello Cardinals! This year has been a bit of a challenge for everyone, but we've had some really awesome students who have stepped it up this year, Now, all I'm presenting to you are my winners for Student of the Month. Our PS team delivered all their stuff earlier this week. So now let's go check that out.
What's your name?
Lana.
What grade are you in?
I'm in 7th.
What is your favorite animal?
Penguin.
And what is your favorite Slurpee flavor?
Probably cherry.
Congrats!
Good grade.
Tell us who you are.
Leonardo Rodriguez.
What grade are you in?
8th.
What is your favorite animal?
Lion.
And what is your favorite Slurpee flavor?
Blueberry.
Congrats!
Thank you.
Who are you?
Alicia Rosas.
What grade are you in?
8th.
What is your favorite animal?
Giraffe.
And what is your favorite Slurpee flavor?
Cherry with blue raspberry.
Congrats!
Thank you.
Tell us who you are.
I'm Zakin Matthew Harris.
And what grade are you in?
I'm in the 7th grade.
What's your favorite animal?
Dogs.
And what is your favorite Slurpee flavor?
Oh, that would have to be blueberry.
Congrats!
Thanks.
All right, tell us who you are.
I'm Yasmin Algaithi.
And what grade are you in?
6th grade.
And what is your favorite animal?
Bunnies.
And what is your favorite Slurpee flavor?
I like blueberry.
All right, congrats.
Thank you.
Hello everyone. One of this week's question is, would you rather scuba dive or skydive? I personally would say scuba dive, but let's go check out what everyone else has to say.
Although both seem very fun, I would love to go skydiving, but I would definitely prefer scuba diving over skydiving because, first of all, I'm scuba diving a coral reef, and I would love to see all the fish and the animals, and let alone the coral, all the bright colors all together. I think it'd just be an amazing experience to see.
I would rather go scuba diving.
First of all, why even bother thinking about going skydiving or scuba diving when you can easily, for the same money, go to a Tigers ticket, probably 5 tickets, but even a Lions ticket, something like that. Don't even think about scuba diving or skydiving. Just go to a Detroit sports event. I don't know, man.
I think I would rather skydive because I'm kind of scared of certain things underwater thanks to the aquarium trip we went on recently. So I would rather go skydiving.
I would rather skydive because I've been wanting to do it since a little kid, but even though it's gonna be scary, I just have a feeling it's gonna be so fun and the best memory of my life. So, and I don't like scuba diving.
I would want to scuba dive because I love swimming, and it's very, very fun. And plus I can see the fish and all the other animals that's in the water.
I would rather scuba dive.
I would rather skydive.
I would go scuba diving. I'd really like to go to like Australia and see all the coral reefs and the beautiful fish. Maybe, I'll be courageous when I get into my 80s and be like, there's a lady that went skydiving at 90 for her 90th birthday. So Maybe when I get into my 80s, I will do the skydiving. But right now, scuba diving.
I would rather skydiving because I like to jump inside the water. I'm not good at swimming under the water. I would rather skydiving.
Hey guys, it's Alicia again. To end off this broadcast, we're taking it way back to my 6th grade year with an OG blooper. Let's go.
Hey, he's ready, dude.
No, he's Ahmed. I'm
That's a blooper right there.
But people are talking.
On water, cleats, and gym shoes to the high school football tape. Step up.
Gross up. Bro, do you not have strength?
Do you know how to use a rake? No. It's upside down. I'm putting this in the broadcast.
Yes, but it's a broadcast.
Will be on June 23rd and 24th from 9 to 8. Oh, 11. Not 8, 11. Alright, Gio, just like you asked me.